Okay, live on TikTok, live on YouTube, live on Twitch. Just a second. Let me put the announcement out. Minimize that. And into the game. Okay. Okay, hello. Hello, everyone. Sorry. Hello. We're here. We're late and also early at the same time. I'm very sorry. I was planning on starting early today. I was going to start the stream an hour earlier than usual. But I ended up getting really bogged down in video editing. I have a very good excuse. I have a genuine excuse. I've been really up to my arse in editing work. I've got a very big video, as you are probably already aware if you've been watching for the last couple of weeks. I've got a very, very big, very important video that I'm working on at the minute, and I've literally spent the whole weekend just really going at it, for want of a better phrase. So that's why I'm late. I was planning on starting at 2, but I just couldn't tear myself away from the editing. The video's coming together very well though. It's going to be published on Wednesday. Looks like you're getting bad FPS. Yes, sorry about the FPS. I have just launched the game, literally just before starting the stream. It always takes a minute for the game to catch up when I do that. 1 second. And also, I was supposed to... I was going to try and look into it, because I think there's a mod causing the lag. I mentioned it in the last stream. I added a new mod called Blocks You Need, and I think that has contributed to the lag quite significantly, because we never had any lag problems before I added it. Unfortunately, I haven't had time to actually take it out of the pack and see if that was causing the issue. So for today, you're just going to have to deal with it. We're just going to have to live for it. It doesn't matter because we're going to be in the Nether for most of the stream today. We're actually going to be working on building a Nether tunnel for our trains. So we'll be in the Nether most of the time. The render distance, you know, isn't as far in the Nether, so it should hopefully be a bit smoother once we get in there. What GPU do you have and what PC specs? I got an 8GB GPU, an RTX 2070. As well as 32 gigs RAM, and an Intel i5 processor, 12400F. But here we go. It's not too bad right now. 1 second. We're at about 50 right now. It does drop. It might just be the factory, to be honest, because there is quite a lot of Create equipment going in the factory right now. You'll notice that as soon as I look at the factory, my frame rate instantly halves. So it is in all likelihood because there's quite a lot of moving parts from the Create mod. And while it is a very well optimized mod, eventually once you've got as many moving parts as we've got in the factory, it does start to take its toll. Anyway, let's head into the Nether because that's where we're actually going to be focusing today. So here we are. I immediately get attacked by a fucking crimson mosquito. Get off. But as you remember from the last stream, we built our Nether tunnel, and we're going to be using this tunnel. Stop attacking me. We're going to be using this tunnel to connect our two... In fact, it might actually be better if I go back into the overworld and show you on the other side first. We're going to be using the Nether we're using the Nether to connect our different outposts together. So if we look on the map, our main base, of course, is here, but the tunnel that we're going to be building today is to connect to our mining drill, which is somewhere over here. Let me just turn the waypoint back on for a second. Enable. Yeah, we got a mining drill here. It's about 2 kilometers away, about 2,000 blocks to the west. But it's almost on the exact same X level. So basically, if we just build a perfectly straight tunnel through the Nether, and then put another portal over near the iron ore mining drill, we should save ourselves a lot of time and resources, because obviously 1 block in the Nether is worth 8 blocks of space travelled in the Overworld. So this 2,000 meter railway is only going to have to be about 200 meters. I think the exact length, we're going to aim for 200 meters, which in the Overworld will translate to 1,600 meters, which should bring us out around about where the mining drill is. We're actually 1,800 meters away from it, so the tunnel will probably come out somewhere around here, maybe on this little island, if we build it 200 meters long. But that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. Let me just turn my light down a bit. No, that's up, because it's washing my face out. It'll do. It'll be fine. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building a Nether tunnel. I am going to be building it out of deep slate bricks, because I think they look really cool and they're really great for Nether building projects. We're going to need quite a lot of them. So before we actually start doing any construction, let's go and see how many we've got, and probably go and mine a few as well. Okay, there goes the frame rate. It might, actually, you know what it might be? It might be the packages. It might be the packages, because there are literally hundreds of packages just circling over there, because they've got nowhere to go. There's no destination for these at the minute. That might be the biggest contributor to the lag, to be honest. Again, it doesn't matter too much, because we're not really going to be hanging around the base too much today. We're going to be off in the Nether building tunnels. But yeah, I think that actually might be one of the biggest causes of the lag. I mean, there's 4 of these pillars, and every single one of them has just got dozens of packages around them. That might be it. That might be the real problem. But anyway, into the computer. Let's see what the Nether brick, the deep slate situation is. We have a combined total of 20 blocks of deep slate. We're going to need a little bit more than that. We're going to need about 4,000 blocks. If the tunnel's going to be 200 blocks long, each side of the tunnel is going to be 5 blocks wide. So 5, 5, 5, and then another 5 on each side. That means 20 times 200, 4,000. We're going to need 4,000 blocks of deep slate. So let's go mining. A bit early, says Draydog. I am Draydog, yes. The plan today was to start at 2 o'clock. I want to start experimenting a little bit with when I start and end my streams, because for the longest time now I've been doing my streams from 3 PM till 6 PM, and I thought, you know, I might experiment with doing like 2 till 5 instead, and, you know, seeing how that affects the view count, if they do better, if they do worse, you know. Just sort of playing around with it a little bit. So I was going to start today's stream at 2 o'clock, but I was really busy editing a video and kind of lost track of time, and so we ended up at 2:30 instead. So still early, but not as early as I was planning. I need to message you later. No worries, Taro Fox. If there's anything you want to talk about, you know where to find me. Okay, right now, though, we need to find deep slate. You're not in trouble, don't worry. I didn't think I was. Of course I'm not in trouble. I'm never in trouble. I'm a good girl. I've behaved myself. Okay, I've just wandered straight into the deep dark, and there may or may not be a warden. So I'm gonna sneak a little bit. You still do Farming Sim, says Ronan. I do, Ronan. Farming Sim will be coming on Friday. Thank you for the Caterpillar Chaos, by the way, Tarot Fox. Yeah, I do Farming Sim on Fridays, and there will be one this week. Okay. I need a not deep dark. I just want the deep slate. I don't actually want deep dark. I mean, this is as good a place as any. Let's just start mining. By the way, we're using... Oh, this is not my... This is the wrong pickaxe. This is the Silk Touch pickaxe. No, no, no. We need... we need this one. Efficiency, Unbreaking, and Fortune, which needs repairing. So actually, we need to go all the way back to the surface again. Why didn't I check that before I came down here? Why didn't I check that I had the right pickaxe and that it was repaired enough to do the job? Okay, back up we go. No, I'm just gonna gun it. Yep, the warden's coming. Oh shit, I'm on fire. I'm burning. The spiders, I can't see. There we go. Right. This way. So obviously the main plan for today is the tunnel. How much of the tunnel we get done, I don't know. Because obviously we got a lot of mining to do first to gather the resources. I think we've got enough rails because we've automated the production of rails. So we got a factory that just makes them. In fact, can we automate deep slate? That I have a feeling we can probably automate deep slate. We can crush deep slate ostrum ore. Well, that's not really... Okay. Nope. Okay, we can't automate deep slate. That's a shame. That's a shame. I was thinking we might be able to, like, press cobblestone or something, you know? Like, compress it to make deep slate, which is, like, more compacted cobblestone. But nope, we can't automate deep slate production. We just gotta mine it. Which means we got our work cut out. Let me sleep before I get overrun by monsters. Hi Saul, hope you're well. What's the challenge today? Was here when you completed the train. Hi Unmarked Vale. Today we're working on a train tunnel. We're trying to connect up our iron mine so that we can actually start using the train to transport stuff to and from the base. Do I have an anvil? Oh, it's not an anvil we need. It's a... Oh, no, it is an anvil we need. I don't know how many more times we can repair this pickaxe, because we have repaired it quite a few times already. We've got the levels for it, but I think there's a hard limit, right? To how many times you can repair a tool before it just won't let you anymore. Which, personally, I don't think... I don't like that. I think you should be able to just repair it infinitely, but the price should get exponentially more expensive, which is kind of how it works already. Like I said, I don't really see why there's an upper limit, but never mind. Not sure you noticed, but you got a girl's top on, fella. I have noticed, RB, yes. Not only did I notice, I bought it. I went to a shop and I paid for it with my money, knowing that it was a girl's top. Would you believe that? Okay, I'm gonna take a slightly different route this time because I don't want to get bogged down in all the deep dark shit again. I'm gonna head this way. Thanks for following Creepcraft4390 official. How are you doing? See, this is all granite though. I can't find just a regular deep slate cave. No matter where I look, there's no just regular old deep slate. See, through there is a lava tube. So that's all made of this stuff, basalt. This is all granite. How you doing, Marika? Welcome. Good morning or afternoon. Yes, it's afternoon here. I'm guessing it's morning in the good old US of A. Okay, here's some deep slate. This is a good supply. Let's start mining this. Okay, so someone quickly, how many stacks is 4,000 blocks? Tell me that. Well, actually, if we go to the nearest square number, there's 4,096, which is like an even number of stacks. I don't know how many stacks it is off the top of my head, but we can work it out. 4096 divided by 2 is 2048, and then divide again, that's 1024, divide again is 512, divide again is 256, divide again 128, divide again 64. How many times did I divide? I lost count. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. I'm just going to put it in a calculator because I can't be bothered to work it out in my head. Nope. 64 stacks. It's 64 squared. I knew it was a square number. I just didn't know that it was 64 squared. I guess I should have realised it was 64 squared because it makes an even number of 64 stacks. 64 stacks of 64 blocks. So we need 64 stacks to build a 200 block tunnel, with each block of the tunnel having a 20 block ring of deep slate. I know what I mean. I know what I'm doing. So we've got 2 stacks so far. I mean, we don't necessarily have to get all of that in one go. We can just get like 10 stacks at a time and build a bit of the tunnel and then come back and get another 10 stacks and so on and so forth until we built the whole thing. God, even with efficiency 5, deep slate is just so slow to mine. Look at the difference. Look how quickly we can mine this calcite. And then look at the deep slate. It's mad. I'd follow you into a dark cave, says the Tarot Fox. Well, thank you for showing me that level of trust, the Tarot Fox. I wouldn't follow myself into a dark cave. I've got no sense of direction. We would not be coming out alive, let me tell you. Is that nice or a threat? That's a good point, actually. When you say you'd follow me into a dark cave, maybe do you mean it in a threatening way? You'd follow me in with like a big machete behind your back? I don't know. Can I trust you is the real question, the Tarot Fox. You can trust me, but can I trust you? Oh, there's a diamond up there. Oh, lovely. I'll get me some of that. Bonk. Just bonk. As soon as my back's turned. Okay, so far we have nearly 5 stacks. We could set up a quarry for this, but I also feel like that would be more trouble than it's worth at the moment. In future, we'll set up a quarry because we will be building more of these nether tunnels to connect to our other mining drills. But for now, I think it'd just be too much hassle to build something like that. Should follow you into a dark cave with a tarot deck, says Marika. True, true. That is your weapon of choice, right, Tarot Fox? Or one of those cartoon mallets, of course. Or a comically large baseball bat. Okay, 6.5 stacks, near enough. God, this is such a slow job. Oh, Cal Wants Pizza on YouTube, YouTube says, if you have a self-propelled mining drill, it's easy to get lots of deep slate. Yes, thank you, Cal Wants Pizza. Like I was saying, I have built self-propelled mining drills with Create before. I just don't think it's worth building one right now, but eventually we will build something. I actually built a like an open cast quarry using the Create mining drills, which was really cool. What I did was I had a 5x5 platform with drill bits on it, attached to a minecart. And then what I would do is the drill... No, fuck off. For a minute. Not whoever just followed. Don't leave, please. 1 second. I was telling the baby zombies to fuck off. I hate baby zombies. Thank you for following Shawsy. Anyway, as I was saying, so I had a 5x5 platform on a rope pulley, and it lowered into the ground, drilling all the way down to bedrock, and then you could hoist the whole thing back up again, move it a few blocks to the side, and then it would start the process again, which was really cool. So it'd drill down, lift back up again, move to the side, drill all the way down to bedrock, back up again, move a little bit further, drill all the way back down to bedrock, and so on and so forth. And I used that to build a massive open cast quarry, essentially. That was really cool. I'd love to do something like that in a future stream, you know, as a future build project. That's fair. Also, hi, first time watching Minecraft Monday live. Yes, thank you, Cal Wants Pizza. Thank you for being here live for Minecraft Monday. It's episode 21, by the way, of Create at Astra. We've been doing this series now for, I think... Have we been going for 6 months on this? I think we might have. And I'm still loving it. That's the thing. Like with the other Minecraft Monday series that we did, when the first series we did was on Bedrock. Once we got to episode 10 with that, I was kind of like, okay, I'm getting a bit bored of this now. And then obviously we tried doing another modded Java series. That only lasted for 5 episodes before I'd gotten bored of it. But this mod pack, not to blow my own horn, but I chose the mods very well for this one, because we're 20 episodes in, and there's still so much more to do. I can see this series going for another 50 episodes, genuinely. I mean, we haven't even started building spaceships yet, you know, we haven't even started launching rockets. There's just so much still to come. And I'm really, really excited for it. Okay, I think this will be enough for now. we have got... Oh, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. We've got more than 10 stacks, which is what I was planning on getting just as a baseline. So we'll stick all of this in here. And then we will head back to base. We will... In fact, we don't actually need to go back to base, because I've got a stone cutter in my bag now. We've got a stone cutting upgrade. I can cut all of this into deep slate bricks without having to actually go back to the stone cutter at home, which is very cool. So we might as well just convert the whole lot right here. Oh, that's regular deep slate. Oh, we can make cut deep slate bricks. That's interesting. We'll bear that in mind for future reference. Notice every game you play features trains, factories, or launching rockets, says Marika. That's very true. That is very true. Except Euro Truck. Yeah, but Euro Truck's still got the logistics in it, you know? I think you've hit the nail on the head there. Every game that I play, there's some form of logistics, some form of transportation by train or truck. There's farming sim, yeah. There's quite a lot. There's production chains and factories and stuff like that in farming sim as well. I think you've really hit the nail on the head in terms of the sort of genre of games that I'm into. Love the NASA elements of Farming Sim. NASA, Saxlingham branch. Yeah, that's a shame. That's the only thing about Farming Sim is that there's no spaceships, no rockets. Send the cows up. Well, you know, according to that infamous Phineas and Ferb episode, milk produced by cows on the moon tastes better. Because of the low gravity. So, you might be onto something there. We need to send the cows to the moon, and then make ice cream with their milk. There's a lot of mobs spawning, by the way, recently. Like, more than usual. I haven't turned the difficulty up or anything, so I don't know what's going on there. I mean, it is nighttime. That that does contribute to some extent. Real astronaut ice cream, exactly, Marika. Okay, we're going in. We're going into the Nether, and we are armed with. We're armed with nearly 12 stacks. No. When armed with nearly 11 stacks of deep slate bricks. So let's start building. We could use the building gadget for this as well, which will make the process a lot easier. But the plan is, all we're going to do is we're going to build a... Please stop. Please stop. Please fuck off! Oh, it's one of these fucking things. Okay, I'm gonna die. No, no, no. No, come on. I haven't died in so long. I'm not losing all my XP levels now. Fuck off. Fuck off. I hate the fucking Nether so much. Let me just wait here for a minute and eat some of my infinite beef, everlasting beef. You've convinced my fiance to buy the Game Boy Lego set. Nice one, Taro Fox. Tell Callum, he's gonna love it. Gonna love it. It's a great set. There it is, on display still. I am going to be doing a review video of that, by the way. I still haven't started it yet because I've been working on my other upcoming video. But hopefully before the end of the month, I'd like to put out a review video of that. That was a fucking... Piss off! What? Right, why don't you all just leave me the fuck alone to build my tunnel in peace? Go and fight him. Never mind me, go and fight him. Are you serious? What? It's because I'm not wearing a gold helmet, isn't it? I don't have any gold right now. Oh, I do, actually. Okay, wait a minute. Just stop attacking me for a second, please. Look, I got a gold helmet on. Now piss off. And you fuck off as well, please. And now we got the fucking mosquitoes as well. Okay, I'm going back through. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, fuck off. I've been in here for like 2 minutes and I'm already just deeply pissed off. I hate the Nether so much, especially... Like, I love the Incendium mod and Alex's mobs. They definitely make it a bit more realistic, but also I fucking hate them so much. I just can't do anything without being swarmed by like a dozen mosquitoes. This is why the tunnel we're building is going to be completely enclosed. Like, as soon as you go through the Nether portal, you're not even going to know that you're in the Nether, because it's going to be surrounded completely with a solid deep slate brick casing. And then we'll never have to worry about those things ever again, because I despise them with every fibre of my being. Okay, we back up. Health back up again. Good. Where's my building gadget? Okay. I'm going back. I'm going back. Just for a second, I need to go back. Okay. Here's a better idea, actually. I'm going to build the thing here, and then copy it. Okay, so they're following me through the portal now. I'm going to build a section of the tunnel here, and then copy that into the Nether, rather than building it in the Nether and then trying to copy it, because that's going to just end up with me getting killed, which I really don't want to happen. You know what I should probably do, actually? I should probably get some armor, because I still haven't made diamond armor yet, and I'm currently wearing a pair of iron leggings that are almost broken. So that might help, actually. Okay, diamonds. 20. It's not much, but it's a start. Make some leggings, make some boots, and make a chest plate. I'm not going to make a helmet, because I'm going to keep the gold helmet on for now, and normally I'll be wearing my engineer's goggles, which do take up the helmet slot. And anyway, I've only got 1 diamond left, so we've exhausted our supply of diamonds completely now. Well done. Well done, Saul. This all needs sorting as well, but it doesn't matter. We'll build a ring here, which is gonna be a single block section of the tunnel. Think about the channel tunnel, right? They built it in, like, they built prefab rings, and then they just built hundreds of those and just put them back to back to back. That's how we're gonna build this tunnel. Okay. That's it. It's literally just going to be that, copied and pasted 200 times, and we got ourselves a nether tunnel. It's not going to have any light in it at the moment. The nether kind of has a natural glow anyway, but obviously stuff will spawn in there. We might add some lights at some point. Okay, from there to... We're going to have to put in the corners just while I do the actual copying. Let me just... Okay, so we need to copy from the bottom. Nope, that still doesn't... What do you mean? What? Wait. Why is it doing that? There we go. Okay. So now we just remove that one. And this one. And switch back to paste. Nope, it still has those in. So how do I copy it without the corners? I don't want the corners. If we put corners in it, it's just going to be a complete waste of 4 blocks. Times that by 200. We're going to be wasting stacks and stacks of blocks if we include these 2 corners. But I'm going to go ahead and guess that it's not going to let us copy it without the corners. Nope. Okay. Let's just use fucking dirt or something. We got plenty of dirt. We'll just put dirt on the corners. It doesn't really matter how it looks from the outside, because we're never going to see the tunnel from the outside. We're only ever going to see it from inside. We might as well just do this. Okay, there we go. We got one section copied. Right. Now back to the nether, and we're going to start pasting. Actually, I might charge the gadget up a bit before we go. There we go. Right, while that's charging a bit, we might as well disassemble this. Because we've copied it already. We don't need to keep it here. Oh, this efficiency shovel, I need to not have these efficiency tools in my hotbar just for breaking random blocks. I should keep them away in my backpack until I need them to break specific harder blocks. Okay, rotten flesh. Dump some of this stuff in my main storage. Go on, chuck all that away. Uranium, that can go. Brass and nuggets can go. Not the concrete, I'll keep the concrete. Granite, you can go. There we go. That'll do. Okay, how's the gadget doing? It's barely charged at all. What? Has it even moved? You know what I should do? I should have a second gadget, and then I can have one on charge while one's being used. That would probably save me a lot of fuss. Okay, copy paste gadget. 2 redstone. They're very cheap, so we can easily just make another one and have that on charge. Okay, 1 lapis. Was it 1 lapis? Yep, 4 iron and 2 emeralds. We got iron. We don't have iron. Where's iron? Why do I not have any iron? Okay. We'll go to the big storage. $533. That's more like it. Okay. Copy paste gadget. Build. There we go. Now we got 2 copy paste gadgets. Like I say, we can have one of these on charge while we're using the other one. And then we won't have to be waiting around like this every time it's got a low battery. Now we'll put that one there. This one still has barely charged, but hopefully it's got a bit of juice in it. Okay, in we go. Now, I'm gonna... wait a second. There's a mosquito coming towards me again, already. Okay, so the first block will go there. There we go. It is as easy as that. So we actually need to build a little, just a little 1x2 tunnel here, and that's where we paste the subsequent sections in. And we just do this 200 times, and we've got ourselves a tunnel. We are about to hit a little entrance area, though. Whoops, I placed one in the wrong place. Lovely. That's probably going to happen a lot. But there we go. We've built this much already. That's how easy it is. Now we just have to repeat the process. I am gonna try and get this bit enclosed ASAP. Because once we got this enclosed, then we don't have to worry about the striders anymore, or whatever the blue striders are called that keep shooting at us. Oh, we've run out of deep slate. But that's quite an impressive section that we've built so far, though. That shows you just how much deep slate we're gonna need, though. We've already used almost 11 stacks of it, and we've built this much tunnel. So we're gonna need a lot more. But the tunnel's starting to take shape, and you can see what I was saying earlier. The tunnel is going to be completely enclosed. So as soon as the train comes into the Nether, it's going to be straight into the tunnel. We're not going to have to worry about mobs all over the place shooting at us. We're not going to have to worry about piglins or wither skeletons or straddlers or whatever else, mosquitoes. It's going to be good, but we've got a lot more mining to do, so let's go and grab ourselves some more deep slate. Hey Saul, how's your day going? It's good, Tom. How are you doing today? Me do not like create at all, says Son. I'm sorry to hear that, Son. I love the create mods. For me, it's just such a transformative mod for Minecraft. It's like, for me, it has the same impact as like something like Mechanism did back in the day. I know Mechanism's still going, but it's like Mechanism for the new era, you know? To me, it has the same impact as mods like Tinker's Construct, Buildcraft, you know, all of those really big, iconic Minecraft mods from the early days. What headset do you have? This is an Exa 1000, that's EKSA. Very, very cheap. Very like they're not like a super expensive high quality brand or anything, but they're good. They do their job, you know. For me personally, expensive headphones don't really make much sense because I only ever wear my headphones while I'm streaming. I don't wear them when I'm just playing games in my free time. So I just don't really see the need to invest in anything more expensive, to be quite honest. Tinker's Construct, yes, says Jaden. Oh, I love Tinker's Construct. What a truly iconic Minecraft mod. I remember playing so many different mod packs with Tinker's Construct back in the day, and just those first few days trying to scrape together enough grout to build the foundry, you know, to make all the seared bricks. Great times. And then mixing all the alloys together. And like I say, for me, Create has the same kind of impact on the game that Tinker's did back then. What headset? Can you say it again? They're called Exa 1000. That's EKSA, Exa. These were like 15 quid. Heading to work, be right back. No worries, Marika. See you soon. Hello, Janice on YouTube. How are you doing today? I just need to check real quick. I am live on Twitch, yeah? Okay, I am. Just double checking, because we've had no activity in the Twitch chat yet. And a couple of weeks ago, I did accidentally forget to start the Twitch stream, so I was just checking that I didn't make that mistake again. But no, it's just that nobody watches my Twitch streams, which I'm not mad about. Most of my audience is on TikTok. That's, you know, that's where most of my audience are, and that's where I put most of my focus. And YouTube as well. You know, I do appreciate everyone who's watching over on YouTube. Also, watch out, there's a creeper behind you, says Son. There is indeed, Son, yes. There is a good old creeper behind me, although it is made of Lego. Really, really cool set, by the way. I did a review video of it a couple of months back. What a great set. I hope they do more of those, like, realistic, pixel-accurate mobs. Like, I'd love to see a villager built like that, or, you know, a zombie, maybe. There was an Enderman that came out at the same time as the Creeper set, but it's also like a playset, so it's not a full Enderman body. You could probably modify it into a proper Enderman body, but it's not, like, sold that way. But yeah, I'd love to see more builds like that. Nice inventory, thanks Dylan. Is that Game Boy Lego? It is, Son. The Game Boy's Lego as well. That's the brand new Lego Game Boy that came out less than 2 weeks ago. I pre-ordered it, and we built it on stream last week. It's absolutely fantastic. Really, really detailed and accurate. Okay, so just dump some of this crap again. We only really need dirt and deep slate in my inventory. Everything else can go in the backpack. Okay, 4... Not even 5 stacks. It's so slow. I should have just built a mining drill, shouldn't I? I also have that Kingfisher. Nice one, Son. That's another one of my favourites. I do love the Kingfisher. You might have noticed, if you look at most of my Lego behind me, you might have noticed that I do enjoy sets that depict... I enjoy, like, realistic sets. Like, birds, insects, flowers, stuff like that. I do enjoy sets that depict real-world things as accurately as possible. Such a cheap set in Lego money anyway. It is. It's a very good value set, the Kingfisher. It's, I think, £45, which is amazing value for a Lego set, really. The Creeper's really good as well, though. The Creeper's only £35, which for a Lego Minecraft set, you would expect something like that to be at least 50, with like the prices of other Lego Minecraft sets, but 35, really, really good price. Okay, we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a bit stacks. We'll try and go for another 10. It looks great, super fragile though. The Kingfisher, I guess it's kind of fragile. I think the flowers, not the flowers, the bulrushes, I think they're a bit more fragile than the bird itself. I guess the wings are quite delicate though. How's the job search going, says Tom on YouTube. No luck yet, Tom, I'm afraid. No luck yet. Do you have the Lego bonsai tree? I don't have a bonsai tree, Son. I've got quite a few bits from the Lego Botanicals collection. I've got a few flowers and stuff, but no bonsai tree. It does look good, though. I do like the look of it. Man says, I don't know, I can't read your username. Was that just like a general, like, man, or was it, or were you calling me a man? I'm not sure what the intent was there. Best of luck. Thanks, Tom. Like I've said before, even though I'm not working at this particular moment, I'm always, you know, working on... I've been doing a lot of work on my portfolio and stuff like that. Great set, the bonsai tree, also kind of fragile one. Yeah, I imagine that one's kind of delicate. It all helps, says Tom. Yeah, I think, especially when you're in an industry like game design, it's an industry that moves so fast. So even if you're not working at that particular moment, you still have to make sure you're keeping up to date with what's going on in the industry. You know, you still have to make sure that your development skills are up to scratch, and you know exactly how all the latest updates to all the engines and stuff work. You know. So like I say, even if you're not directly working in the traditional sense at that particular moment, you've still got to make sure that you're kind of keeping those skills sharp for when you do find something, and you know, because the alternative is that you just kind of sit back and the industry moves on without you, and then it's going to get harder and harder to actually find a job because you won't understand, you know, the current state of the industry, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I say, I've got a portfolio. I have a website. I have an official web portfolio where I like keep a lot of my projects and stuff that I've worked on over the years. And obviously, whenever I apply for, well, whenever you apply for a game design job, they almost universally want to see stuff like that. So it helps to have it concentrated into like a web portfolio, and you can just send them the link to your website. Like here's you know, a collection of some of the stuff that I've done in the past. Okay, I'm being attacked. I work in tech, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like I say, any industry like that kind of moves really fast, you've got to be up to date with things. Does the creeper Lego come with a minifig of a creeper pig? It does, Son. Yes, there is a little pig creeper inside the creeper's head, which is really cool. It's also got a block of TNT in its head. Oh shit, I'm being attacked. I think according to official Minecraft lore, creepers actually do have actual TNT inside them. So that's another little nod to that. It has a block of TNT inside it. Okay, let's get back out there. Ooh, nice bit of rain. I don't think it's rained for a while in game. Oh, it might just be that the biome that we're in doesn't have any rain. Like the biome that the base is in doesn't get any rain. That's probably why I've not noticed any rain in a while. Okay, before I go in, let's convert our deep slate. Jump, says Dave. There you go. I jumped. Do you want me to do it again? There we go. Right, we got ourselves some deep slate bricks. Let's get back in and do some more pasting. Still working on Durham. We are, Dan, yes. I showed it off last week on stream on Saturday. I did a special train sim Saturday where I showed off my progress on the route. Still working on it, hoping to release it by the end of the month if all goes well. Obviously, I've got a few other things that I'm working on at the minute, so I can't guarantee that it'll be published by the end of the month. But yeah, hopefully soon. For those of you who aren't in the know, I am a train sim modder, and I'm working on a project for train sim at the minute, which is an upgrade for the Northeast England route by DP Simulation. If you play Train Sim, you may know which route I'm talking about. But I'm hoping to publish that soon. I've put a lot of work into it. Okay, there we go. Now the tunnel is completely enclosed. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to cover the back. So that nothing can get in from this side. Okay, being attacked by a mosquito. Okay. There we go. That's it. That's all I needed to do. And we're in. Okay. The tunnel is now completely enclosed. There's no way out of here. As soon as you come through the Nether portal, you're in the tunnel. Now let's keep building it. Oof, this is kind of precarious. Oh, lava, lava, lava. Need to remember that we are in the Nether now, so lava pockets will randomly appear. We need to keep track of how long this tunnel is, by the way. It needs to be 200 blocks long is what we're aiming for. Which will translate to 1,600 blocks in the Overworld. Oh shit, I've gotten myself trapped outside the tunnel. Let me back in. Okay, looking good so far. I think we got a bit of space for a couple more sections. Using Create, we are using Create, Random One, yes indeed. We're currently building a tunnel for our Create trains to travel through the Nether to connect together some of our bases that we've got spread around. Okay, we've got 628, so that's 10 more sections. I think we can build 11 more sections. Nope, we can't build 11 more sections. I don't know how I managed to add that up so badly. We built a little bit under 9, I think, there. I wasn't counting. There we go. But the tunnel is long enough now to get the whole train in, so we can actually bring the train over just as a test. That's what we'll do now. Go and fetch it. In fact, no. Let's call it with the whistle. We don't actually need to fetch it, right? Okay, here it comes. Moment of truth. It's taking its time. Okay. I mean, it didn't say that it was. It didn't say there was any problem. There it is. Okay, it was just a bit slow. The train's here! Yay! Woo! And there's just enough space for us to squeeze beside it and get down to the other end. But there we go. There's just enough clearance in the tunnel for the train. I think it's 4.5 blocks tall. The actual engine itself is 4.5 blocks tall, so there's a half block of clearance above it. But there it is, the train's in the tunnel. Now all we need to do is extend the tunnel. Oh, I'm stuck between the carriages. Whoops. Now all we need to do is extend the tunnel to reach our mining outpost, and we're golden. So I'm gonna climb up into the train. Other sides. Now we don't get great visibility in this train. There we go. Let's take it back. Oh, it's going to go through the portal without us, isn't it? I forgot about that. So the train will only take you with it if you're actually sitting in one of the seats. Obviously, we can't actually sit in one of the seats because they've both got drivers in. I could disassemble the train and put an extra seat in the middle so that we can actually sit while we're driving it. But at the minute, we don't have that. I'm just going to stop it here on the bridge because I just want to step back and see it. Oh, what a beauty! I'm happy with that. I'm really pleased with that train. Honestly, I'm very happy. Okay, let's have a quick sleep. I think it'll look a bit better in the day. There she is. We never actually christened it, did we? We never actually named the loco. I didn't even put a nameplate on it actually. So, well, I mean, we could always stick a nameplate on the side and officially name the shunter. But I'm really happy with that. I'm very pleased with it. Took me a lot of work to get it that accurate, let me tell you. But there it is. That's the train. Now back to the tunnel. So I think, well, I guess we just need to go and mine some more deep slate, and then extend the tunnel a bit more. How's the gadget doing? Oh God, it charges really slowly. Damn. 231k. So it's just a bit less than a quarter full. I don't think that the electricity is the problem. I think the problem is the speed of the crank. The network stress is quite high at the minute. We still need to transfer power over to the diesel generator, because at the minute the base is being powered by this steam engine, which really can't cope anymore. But obviously, inside the main building, we've got a huge diesel generator now. We probably want to hook that up to the main base at some point soon. Let's just go down and inspect. Oh God, this is a bit of a mess. How's this looking? Okay, we're not actually producing biodiesel at the minute, and the tank is looking quite low. So what's going on? What's the problem? We've got plant oil. We don't have ethanol. That means the distillers aren't working properly. That's because they're clogged up with bone meal. Well, one's clogged up with bone meal, the other's clogged up with potatoes. I think the problem comes from having these chutes, because a chute can only hold one item at a time. So it can't hold bone meal and potatoes, which basically means the machines either get filled up with bone meal and no potatoes, or they get filled up with potatoes and no bone meal. But we need there to be an even amount of both for them to actually produce ethanol. So I think that really is what's causing the problem. Like, look here, this has got a full stack of bone meal in it, which means it can't accept any more bone meal, so the bone meal that's in the chute above can't go into it, which means that the potatoes in the hopper above that also can't get through. Let's remove this bone meal. Stick some in there. And in there. Okay. There. What? That's still not working. Why? There we go. Okay, so we're now producing ethanol again. Until I can replace the fermenters with something a bit more reliable, this is how we're going to have to do it. We're just going to have to manually unclog the machine every now and then. But we're now producing ethanol again, which means we're now mixing biodiesel again, which means that tank will start filling back up. And the stress of the network is only about 40%, so we should be able to quite easily connect the rest of the base up to this machine without any issue. When's the next farming live, says Finley? Friday, Finley. Next farm sim stream will be this Friday coming. And we'll be continuing with Saxlingham, which I am loving so far. Great map. Okay, the question is, if we were to transfer power from the diesel generator to the external equipment, where would we do it? Where would we actually connect it? Because I don't want to just have a giant shaft sticking out of the side of the building, connecting it up to the other building. Maybe we could build some underground connection between the two. Let's have a look in here. Okay, here's an idea. If we take some shafts and a small cogwheel, we'll do this. There we go. So we'll have a shaft running down into the ground. And then all we need to do is build a little tunnel underground, like build a little tunnel over to the main base and then connect it up. So the connection will be entirely underground, which will make it a bit tidier. Chain conveyors can carry stress too. Underground looks better usually though. Yeah, thank you, Cow Wants Pizza. We've already got quite a few chain conveyors, you know, to actually transfer physical items. And I'd rather keep those just for physical item transfer. Although technically, they are taking their power from in here. So once we connect this up, that will distribute power a bit as well. But yeah, we'll connect. We'll go for an underground connection this time. That lipstick's very red. What's the name of the shade? Says N. Good question, N. I don't have it with me right now. Normally, I've got whatever lipstick I'm wearing, I keep the actual stick with me, because people often ask me about the colour. I don't know off the top of my head, but it is a nice dark reddish colour. Okay, but no, we don't need that. I kind of want to put something up there, just to, because I think it'll look a bit tidier. Maybe we could move the stressometer up there. It does look good up there, but then this looks a bit empty as well. I don't know. That'll do. No, actually, no. I prefer it where it is. Prefer it here. I mean, we could just put a shaft there. There we go. Oh, a bracket! A bracket, there's a good idea. There we go. That's better. That fills up the space a bit. You know, just makes it look a bit less empty up there. Okay, I think we're going to go and do some more mining now. We'll come back to this later. Like I say, I do intend to connect that up to the main building. But we got other stuff to be doing. We are supposed to be getting on with the Nether tunnel, so let's head back down to Deep Slate layer and get a few more stacks of that. Hey, whales. Lovely. I wish there was a way to turn cobblestone into deep slate, though. I wish there was a recipe where, like, if you put, like, a stack of cobblestone into a compressor, into a basin with a mechanical press, and, like, superheat it with a blaze cake, that it'd, like, compress into deep slate. That'd be an interesting recipe. Because we can make cobblestone, we can infinitely produce cobblestone with a lava generator, obviously, but there's no way to get an infinite supply of deep slate. It has to be mined manually. Or at least we have to build a machine that mines it. We can't make a machine that makes it out of thin air. That's what I'm getting at. Like we can with cobblestone. Right, can you leave me alone, please? I don't know. There's no... If there was another way... If there was another way that didn't require the effort of building a machine, I would take it. How's everyone doing? Let's make some small talk while I'm doing the boring mining bit. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's October been so far? It's been a pretty hectic month for me with the TikTok content. Obviously, we've been fairly regular with the streams lately. We haven't missed any, and I've also been working on a few video projects as well. One of which is going to be coming out later this week. So yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks for me recently. Hello, Mr. Quack. How are you doing? Good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Can't complain. Oh, calcite. Okay, that's 3 and a bit stacks. Hi, Mango. How are you doing? What are you doing? Currently, we are excavating as much deep slate as we can, because we're building a Nether tunnel for our trains to use. I don't have a car, but if I can drive, I would love it to get me out there. I just need a ride to... I don't have a car, but if you're gonna be home and I need to get a gas card, so if your man have dress, you're about 27, get grip. I don't have anything to do else for you to be here, and I can. I just need to be in the house. I don't have to do it all day long, and I'm going to do that for a couple of days. I have no money. I'm going back to my office. No, it's getting into it. Two lies of it all. I'm going back to the house. Get grip on the bed. Okay, thank you for your messages, Flex, but they're pretty much just incoherent ramblings. So thank you for joining. I think we'll leave that there. Thanks for the hat and mustache, Mango. You ain't a woman, says Lucas RC Fishing Adventures. Well, I am, and I don't really care whether you agree or not. That's the great part. That's the neat thing about being trans, is no matter how much people say that I'm not a woman, I don't care, because I am. No one's ever said you're not a woman, and then I've thought to myself, you know what? You're right. I'm not a woman. Like, that's never happened before. I've never thought that when I've been told that before. Like, what do you actually think is going to happen when you say to a trans person, you're not a woman? Do you actually expect them to just be like, you know what? You got a point. I'm not going to be trans anymore. I respect you. Thank you, Mr. Quack. Most people do, believe it or not. Most people do. It's just the vocal minority, you know, as always. You have a lot of self-courage, and that's the best part about you. Thank you, Mr. Quack. Thank you. I've always said, funnily enough, being out as a trans person has done so much for my self-confidence. You might think the opposite would happen because I spend so much time online being, you know, told to kill myself and shit like that. But genuinely, you would not believe how much more self-confident I am now than before I came out. I'm a completely different person. If anything, the negative comments just encourage me to carry on doing what I'm doing, because I want to show people that despite that negativity, it's important, you know, to have the strength to continue, right? And basically, I want to show people that no matter how much people on the internet do say things like that to you, you can't let it get to you. And it doesn't. I've never been bothered by hate comments. I've never been bothered by the negative attention that I've received online. Because that's what they want at the end of the day, right? That's what... When people leave negative comments, it's because they want to provoke a certain reaction out of you, and the best thing you can do is not give it to them. It is just not cave to their to that negativity, right? And as the Tarot Fox says, all they're really doing is helping engagement and spreading my content further, because any comment, whether it's positive or negative, is still a comment. You know, any view, whether it's a hate view or not, it's still a view. So ultimately, yeah, even negative interactions still help to push my content to the algorithm, which in turn leads to me getting more views, more followers, and just generally encouraging me to continue what I'm doing. So, again, the negative comments, if they're supposed to make me want to give up, they just do the exact opposite, if we're being honest. Okay, we have almost 10 stacks. We'll go for a full 10. Okay, what is this? It's swarming. I swear down. I haven't changed the difficulty, but it just feels like there's way more mobs about than usual. What mods are you using, says Mr. Quack? So I've got about 100 mods, Mr. Quack. The main ones are Create and Add Astra, which is a remake of Galacticraft. But we got lots of other stuff as well. We've got Terralith, Incendium, and Nullscape, which add in new biomes and stuff like that in all 3 dimensions. We got Farmer's Delight, we got backpacks, gravestones, waystones. We got a few decorative block mods, like blocks you need. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in here. If you're in the Discord server, you can download the pack on the Minecraft channel. But yeah, I think there's just over 100 mods now. Is it a server or just private server? It's just a single player world. Like I say, you can download the mod pack if you're interested in playing it yourself, but it's not a multiplayer server or anything like that. Right, we're going back in. But before we do, let's convert our deep slate. Okay, there we go. Stick all of that in there. And let's go. Oh wait, make sure I've got the building gadget ready. Go. Right, and... oh. Paste. Why is that not? Oh, it's... oh, we swapped gadgets. This is the other building gadget. I don't know if there's a way to copy the blueprint from one gadget to another. But if not... I mean, we can just manually copy it again from here, right? Don't you put torches down? Not in the Nether. Only big one, Pete. There's no point in putting torches down in the Nether, to be honest. Not when you're building a tunnel. Like when you're exploring the Nether, they're very good for navigation to help you, you know, not lose your way. But for building a tunnel, there's just not much point because they don't, as far as I'm aware, they don't actually affect mob spawning in the Nether. Okay, switch back to copy mode. Just fill in this corner. No, click. There. to there. Okay, then switch back to paste. And... what's happened? Has it pasted it underneath again? It has. Oh, for fuck's sake. This happens every time. Right, copy. That's the section we're copying, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so we need to copy from the other corner. We need to start from this corner and then go down to here, I think. Or... I can never copy it the right way round, is the problem. Like, oh, Christ. Okay, I think that's it. It is, okay. So we're having to paste from the other side now, but we have successfully copied. What the fuck is... I know what I've done. I know what I've done. I didn't set it to replace blocks, which means that all of this is... fuck's sake. Right. Making a second copy gadget was perhaps the worst decision I've made. Because I forgot to change the settings on it. Okay, it's not the end of the world. We can just excavate all this out. We can still salvage this. Oh, sorry, there's been some questions. I've been a bit distracted. What will the tunnel lead to? This is to connect my iron mining drill to the main base. How's you today? I'm good, STFC. What are you building? Says Ollie, we're building a tunnel between the main base and the iron mine. This might be personal, but what gender were you when you were born? Says Mr. Quack. I was assigned male at birth. It says male on my birth certificate. I was raised as a boy until I was 22. That's when I came out, about 4 years ago now. I came out as a trans woman, and I've been living as a woman ever since. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. We fixed it. Whew. Good. Good. And we've still got over 5 stacks. So we can build a few more sections. So you started early. Have I missed anything? You haven't, STFC. Don't worry. We've built... this is pretty much all we've done today, is we've built this bit of tunnel. It needs to be 200 blocks long. I'm going to check how long it is once we've placed down these few sections. But we're aiming to build it 200 blocks long, which will equate to 1,600 blocks in the Overworld. Which is about what we need to connect to our iron mine. I think it's 1,800 blocks. But I don't want the whole thing to be in the Nether. I want to at least build a bit of overground stuff as well, like some tunnels and stuff. And bridges. Oh, there's lava there. Lovely. Oh, I missed a block there. There we go. Now, fortunately, lava can't actually cross the train tracks, so it shouldn't be too difficult for us to just plug those up. Just wait for it to all dissipate. Okay, there's another block there. And there, apparently. Lovely. Oh, this is going to be tedious. We're probably going to have to deal with this a few more times as well before we finish the tunnel, because obviously lots of lava in the Nether. That's just a fact of life, you know. There we go. Okay, piglins are starting to spawn in here, but they're not going to do us any harm. We've still got 55, so we can build 2 more rings. We don't quite have enough for a third. So let's place down 2 more. We're 5 blocks short. We might as well place down 1 more, but it won't quite fill it out. There we go. Everything except that one side there. Okay, so I'm going to measure how long the tunnel is so far, and then we can figure out from that how far it will reach in the overworld. Is it F3 and G? Yeah, F3 and G for the chunk borders. Okay, so we'll just count it in chunks to give us a rough idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 chunks. 7 times 16. Oh, God. No, I don't know. I'm not good at maths. Well, 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 6 is 42. 112. 112 blocks, I think. Unless my maths is wrong. Probably is. Then times that by 8 will tell us how far it is in the overworld. So 800, 12 8s are 96. Yep. So 896 blocks in the overworld. That is pretty good. That's about halfway. Thanks for following, Jimbo. So it's about halfway. If we build this tunnel another 100 blocks or so, that should get us the distance that we need in the overworld. And if we head back to the overworld, we can actually calculate how long the tunnel will be now. So 896 blocks. That's going to be... This is Y49. So it's going to be 850-ish. Okay, so that tunnel already takes us to about where the Badlands biome is here, which for some reason has a really sharp edge. I don't know why. So the tunnel is already this long in overworld terms, which is really good. Again, we're about halfway, a little bit less than halfway, judging by the looks of it, but that's some good progress. Okay, let's go to sleep. And then we're going to go and get some more deep slate. How many rails have we got left? 63. How many rails are we going to need? Let's get ourselves 2 stacks of rails. That's 128. And then we need 20 times that in deep slate. So 40 more stacks of deep slate. basically. That's it's quite a lot of deep slate. Oh, the lag in here. Oh, look, the tank's almost full again already. It is actually amazing how quickly the tank will fill when it is generating. I mean, it's been like half an hour and we've got almost 288 buckets. These are probably clogged up again. Yeah, so they won't be producing anymore. But that's good. That's a good amount. We can leave it as it is for now. Oh, the rails get taken back to storage automatically, don't they? Okay, rails, please. Train track. 310. Okay, we only need 2 stacks. And then, okay, so dirt, we're going to need 8 times as much dirt. Well, actually, technically we don't need dirt at this point. I might save this dirt. Well, we got plenty, but we'll save it anyway. Yeah, I don't think we actually need the dirt to be able to paste, as far as I'm aware. We'll see. Either way, back down to the deep slate layer, we'll get 20 stacks, then we'll come up and do some building, and then we'll get another 20 stacks, come up and do some building, and that should be the full length of the tunnel. We shouldn't need to do any more tunneling after that. Okay, down we go. Just ignore all of those. You see what I mean? Right, the mob spawning has definitely been interfered with. I don't know how, but there's way more than usual. Okay, that's such a slow process. It really is. If you're just tuning in, by the way, we're currently trying to get together enough deep slate for a nether tunnel. I'm going to take a nap. No worries, Janice. Thank you for joining. We'll see you later. Just think though, once this tunnel's built, once we've finally connected up the iron mine, that means we then have an infinite supply of iron, and we can then start focusing on the Astra stuff. I mean, we do need to hook up the copper and gold, well, all the mines really. Copper, coal, gold, and zinc. Once we've hooked those up, we will have automated the production of all possible, you know, everything that we need for the create mod specifically. And obviously, iron is used for steel, which most of the Ad Astra recipes use. So That's why I'm prioritizing the iron, but we will want to set up the other mining drills as well and get those all connected up to the network at some point. And I guess, you know, the alternative to this would be building a railway in the Overworld, which would be 2,000 blocks long, which would probably take even more time and resources. So really, although it might not seem like it, this is the time-saving option. Okay, 4 stacks and a bit. 4 and a quarter. I can't believe it's nearly 4:30 already, by the way. We've been live for almost 2 hours already. It doesn't feel like it. It's the time has flown by, to be quite honest, even though what we're doing is quite tedious. I can't believe it's nearly 4:30 already. I don't know when we're finishing today, by the way. I guess we'll aim for 6 o'clock, as usual. If we'd have started at 2, which I was planning on doing, we probably would have ended at 5, but since we didn't start till 2:30, I think we'll go through till 6. And future streams, I would like to still try out this experiment with starting the streams at 2 instead. So for the next stream, I might also try starting at 2 o'clock and see how we fare. The next stream is going to be tomorrow, by the way. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be playing Euro Truck tomorrow. Surprise. It's not my week for Euro Truck, but I'm going to be playing Euro Truck tomorrow because I'm not going to be able to do it next week when I would normally do it. So, yeah, there's going to be Euro Truck stream tomorrow. I will probably be starting that at 2 o'clock, but we'll be carrying on in just vanilla Euro Truck. Not vanilla, sorry. We've switched back to our, like, modded light profile that's just pro mods and a couple of other bits. Okay, how's that? Nearly 9 stacks. No, nearly 8 stacks, sorry, miscounted. Whoa. Less of that, please. Okay, we'll get 9 stacks. We'll keep going to 9 stacks. This is even I'm starting to get bored of this now. We'll go for 9 stacks. We'll go and build that. And then I might take a break from tunneling for the rest of the stream, and we'll do something else for the last hour or so. Because I don't want to spend the whole stream just mining deep slate. It's boring. It is. It's just boring. You don't want to see it. I don't want to do it. So let's take what we got. Let's get out of here. Go build a little bit more of the tunnel. and then do something else for an hour. We could connect up the power. That's what I might do. I might work on connecting up the power between the two bases. Or between the two buildings, the main base, sorry. And I guess, actually, we could head over to the iron mine and set up the portal at the other end, ready to connect up. And then we could start building the tunnel from that end as well, and meet in the middle. I think that would make more sense than building from just one side, because then we risk maybe overshooting or undershooting. So let's do that, actually. Let's go over to the iron mine now, and we'll mark the other portal where we want it to be. Is it night again? It's night again. Lovely. Now the question is, do we actually have enough obsidian to build another portal? We need 20 blocks of obsidian to build a 5x5 portal. And we need enough to enlarge the one on the other side as well to match. Okay. Obsidian. 10 blocks. Now we can grind this, and there's actually, as we've seen before, there's actually quite good odds on getting the block back when you crush it. So hopefully this 10 will turn into 20. Oh no, wait, sorry, that produces obsidian powder, which doesn't help us to actually make obsidian, does it? Washing magma, that's what we need to do. Okay, and we can get magma in the Nether. So, back to the Nether. I love, by the way, that the other side of this hill is actually just a cliff, so the train just disappears and mysteriously the track doesn't come out the other side. Obviously because it goes into the Nether portal, but I like that. That looks cool. The whole thing is looking good, honestly. I'm liking how it's all coming together. Okay, back in. Now we just need to get some magma. Now I think Basalt Delta's the best place for magma, right? Wizard Forest. Oh, there is a Basalt Delta, but it's way, way off in the distance. Does it just spawn in like chunks as well? I've got to imagine it does, right? Like, let me get out of here first into the open Nether. Okay, there's a crimson, a warped forest. I see shroom lights. Oh, magma! Oh, wow, there's loads of it. Okay, perfect. Fill your boots. Let's get up there and grab what we can. Can Can I jump that? I can. Yes. Get the magma. Get all the magma. As much as you can get. $30. Risky. Look at the dinosaurs down there. I don't know what exactly they're called, but they're really cool. There we go. Keep going. Ow. Okay, that's over a stack. That'll probably be enough. Let's head back and turn this into obsidian, which I think you do by washing. Which I guess the logic behind that is that you're kind of cooling it down till it solidifies into obsidian. And it's way cheaper than getting actual obsidian, so... Oh, the lag every time I go through the portal, though. What FPS do you get with all these mods, says STFC? It fluctuates massively, STFC. Right now, we're getting we're getting 12. I just saw the number 12 there. Normally, it kind of tends to sit around 40, 45. Sometimes it goes up to 60. Sometimes it goes down a lot lower. When you've got a lot of machinery, that contributes to a low FPS quite a lot, and obviously when you've got lots of logistics, like all these parcels floating about, they contribute quite badly to it as well. But yeah, normally I get somewhere around like 40, 45. You can see as soon as we come into this building, it does take quite a spike. Oh, let's do the 6 first. There we go. Obsidian! Ta-da! Hello, Horse Lover, how are you doing? It's also old, so probably outdated game engine. Yeah, Minecraft is famous for being not very well optimized as a game. Probably because it's made in JavaScript, which was the first mistake. I'm joining Twitch now. Thanks, Horse Lover. I'll see you over there. Okay. That's enough for a few nether portals, so that's good. What we need to do, though, is we need to build the other portal at the exact same Y level and the exact same Z coordinate, I think. 160. Wait. Where are my coordinates? There, though. Yeah, the Z coordinates have to match, and the Y coordinates have to match. Throws Pokeball, you've been captured, your new name is Wigglytuff. Okay, thank you, the Mad Titan David, for capturing me. Hello, Horse Lover on Twitch, how you doing? Have you ever tried the game Hunter Call of the Wild, says Mr. Quack? It rings a bell. I don't think I haven't tried it, but I have heard the name. Okay, we want level 76 minus 746. Keep that in mind, 76 minus 746. May I ask when you started transitioning? I started about 4 years ago. Sensational Zero. Nice username. I started about 4 years ago, like pretty much straight away. I came out and just started socially transitioning immediately. I haven't medically transitioned. I'm not in a great place to do that financially at the minute because I want to go private with it. But I'm happy. I'm happy as I am. You know, I don't I don't consider medical transition urgent for me personally. It's definitely something that I'd like to do, but I don't feel any sort of time pressure on it. You know. Okay, so we want to be at -746, which puts us just about here. There we go. And level 76, which puts us quite far down. I was talking before about putting the actual train station in this cave here. There's a really cool cave system just underneath. Yeah, I want to put the train in here. How are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Good afternoon, Alf. Have you found it hard? Says Sensational Zero. It's been okay for me, honestly, because I've got a very supportive network around me. You know, my family have always been very supportive. This would be cool. Just as a quick tangent, this would be really cool if we could actually have the train come right through the middle of this opening here, because I think it will come right through here. That was not deliberate. We just seem to have lined it up perfectly, almost. But yeah, I've been very fortunate. I've got a very supportive network around me, family and friends. You know, so things have gone pretty smoothly. I've had more trouble, to be honest, with like the legal side of things, like changing my documents and stuff like that. I'm still currently in the process of changing my passport, which has been a bit of an ordeal. But I've changed my driving license, which is something at least. At least I have some form of ID in my preferred gender. It's just not my passport yet. I'm 26, same age as you. Nice one, Alf. Your horse lover's older brother. Cool. Okay, 746. Level 76 is going to actually be a bit higher up, right? Wait, what's that? What? Hold on a minute. What's that block there? I need to investigate that real quick. Will you piss off? Oh, it's magnetite. Oh, good. We can build stronger magnets with this for electricity generation. That's cool. Lovely. Magnetic force 1. Very nice. Okay, so we need to get to level 76. Yeah, unfortunately that's going to put us in the ceiling, which means it's not actually going to line up as nicely as I had hoped. Basically, the tunnel is going to come out here. At this level. So it could still fit through that gap quite nicely. But realistically, the portal itself is going to have to come out a bit further down. Hey, hope you're okay. I'm doing good, Jess. How are you doing? Yeah, it's gonna have to come out somewhere here, I'm thinking. 1676. Do you need any mods on TikTok? I'm okay. I'm okay. Thanks, Horse Lover. We're doing all right at the minute. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we'll have the tunnel come out here. Ow. Right, let's build it. Just pop a netherite brick here for now. Now, it is in a bit of an awkward place. It's just kind of floating here in midair. But to me, this is going to be the best place to have the tunnel entrance, honestly. There we go. Okay, let's light it. Oh, I'll do the... We'll do the corners later. We'll leave it with no corners for now. Because I'm not 100% sure if the portal's actually going to stay here. I might move it. Okay, won't let me connect that up just yet. But this is roughly where we're aiming for. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to have to make sure that it's aligned on the nether side as well. Let's head in. I'm looking for a mic and headset. What would you recommend, says Horse Lover? For the mic, I definitely recommend the ADX Firecast Pro. That's my mic that I've got here. I got it from Curry's for £30 and £35, sorry, and it's really good. It's great for the price that it is. As you can hopefully hear, it's a pretty good quality microphone, and it's very budget friendly as well. For headphones, I'm not really the person to ask because my headphones are just like the cheapest that I could find. I'm not really that bothered about headphones in terms of quality and stuff like that. I'll just get whatever's cheapest. Oh wow, that's how close we are. So we really were only halfway then. I was like trying to find the other end of the tunnel. The other end of the tunnel is just there. And it looks like level 104 is the center of the portal. Which is here. I'm gonna... I'm gonna tunnel through. Yeah, let's tunnel through and just see where it connects up. think that's probably the best option. Okay, this makes it a bit awkward. Hopefully I won't get shot off by a blaze or something else. Some lava down there. Oh, there's a fortress down there. Cool. This is one of the Incendium biomes, by the way. This is an upside-down warped forest, which looks really cool. Love that. It's a shame the Nether's so hostile, because the biomes that Incendium adds are genuinely really, really cool looking. There's some really great stuff. I was so confused at the perspective. I thought you were going down, says Taro Fox. Yeah, it's confusing, right? Okay, we're nearly across. Would you play anything Battlefield related, or is that not really your thing? Says what? I've played Battlefield. I prefer the older, not the older games. I prefer the games set in the older time periods. Like I really enjoyed Battlefield 1, which obviously is set in the First World War. Because I'm a big fan of more historical stuff like that. But I'm not really a huge Battlefield player. The new one's really good as a whole, to be honest. I mean, I'd be open to checking it out, definitely. We're building the wrong way. Let me just walk back in embarrassment and shame because we were building the tunnel in the wrong direction. I mean, there's a marker there. It literally tells us where the other portal is. It's near that blaze spawner. Okay. Shamefully start digging again in the other direction. Ah, lava, lava, lava. I was wondering why we hadn't connected up. I have to go watch the rest of the stream on YouTube later. Thank you, Horse Lover. Thanks for joining. See you later. What time are we on, by the way? Oh, volcanic stone. This is good. This is useful. It's 4:45. Lovely. Okay, this, oh god, my bag's getting really full. This volcanic stone is useful for something. I'm sure it is. It does make some nice looking bricks. I could have sworn there was another really important recipe that it was used for, though. I guess not. I guess not. It's still a decent looking block, though, so... Okay, we should now be about where the other tunnel is. I don't see it though, is the thing. Oh, we're under it. We're underneath it. Oh, of course, we're at a different Y level. There we go. So it's just 4 blocks down from, or 4 blocks up. Now that we know that, we can dig from this end again. Oh god, this is really taking a toll on my very expensive enchanted diamond pick, by the way. It's going to cost me a few levels to repair this one. There we go. Right, so for some reason the portal is just completely unaligned with where we want it to be. We need to build another portal next to it. Basically, we need to just take this portal apart and build another one. But if we build a portal here, yeah, if we build another portal here, it should be, it should connect. It should connect. Okay, get out some obsidian. I'm going to do the corners on this one. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, there we go. We got our 5x5 portal for the train. Now, if I destroy this portal, and then light this one, it should connect up. So that'll link to the one that we've built in the overworld. Bye bye, horse lover. Thank you for joining. I'm going to take this down because we could do with the obsidian for later. There we go. Okay. Now to test it. See if going through this really does connect up. Yes! Perfect! I mean, it's in the wrong direction, but... I don't think that matters. Oh, whoa, lag. Okay, is that connected up the track? It has! Perfect! Okay, we now have a train tunnel that goes into the Nether at this side. All we need to do is connect it up by rail to the other ends. Which should be... We might even have enough track to do it. Obviously, we still need to actually build the tunnel. Not enough track. Why? Oh, we got way more. Okay, we got enough. That's it, it's connected. It's connected. That's literally all it took. Okay, I'm going to place in some more bridge spans. Some more tunnel spans, sorry. Which means, obviously, doing some more stone cutting, make some more bricks. God, my backpack is a mess, by the way. Okay, copy gadget. Where are you? There. Oh shit, no! For fuck's sake! It's pasted them in the wrong place again, hasn't it? This copy-paste gadget, I swear to God, it really is more trouble than it's worth. So does that mean I've accidentally built a second tunnel next door to this one? Yep, we built a short section of extra tunnel here. It's annoying because this deep slate took a long time to mine, you know. Realistically, we should be getting it back to reuse. Did it hurt when you got neutered, says Ewan. I don't know what you're talking about, Ewan, but I haven't been neutered. Okay, I've got back the cobblestone that we lost. The deep slate that we lost, sorry. Should I... I think I should fill it back in, just because... I don't know, I just don't really want there to be this huge cavity here behind the wall. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'll know it's here, you know? I won't fill it all in. Okay. Back to pasting. We definitely aren't going to have enough to obviously connect up all the way. We still need quite a bit more deep slate for that, but we are getting very close. There we go. We can also copy and paste even when we don't have the blocks, which at least empties out the the tunnel area for us, which is handy. There we go. Or, well, it doesn't empty out the whole tunnel area, but it empties out the open section, if that makes sense. There's the track. Oh shit, Enderman! Okay, sorry about that, man, but you did look at me. There we go, so we've hollowed out the tunnel section itself. Mostly. Okay. Theoretically, then, we should now be able to run a train along this. If we go and fetch the train, we should be able to drive it all the way through to this other portal here. I don't want to be placing a load of nether blocks in this area, though. What else can we place? We've got a little bit of deep slate. I think that's the best we're going to get, really. Let's... I mean, we can always replace it with girders, right? We can just make a temporary structure for now. Oh, there's more magnetite there, which I definitely want to get. Okay, it's looking good though. I'm liking how this is coming together. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try and take the track across until we actually hit a solid area, so that it's not just floating, and then we're going to try and call the train. No, not there. There. Yes, I like this. It doesn't quite line up as we originally intended for it to, but I love the way that it goes through this cave here. This is really cool. So there's still going to have to be a little bit of tunneling involved in the overworld, but nowhere near as much as we've had to do in the Nether. Just some really short sections. There'll be a bridge over here, and again, some really cool terrain generation going on here as well. There'll be a bridge over here, and then on the other side is where we're going to put the train station. There we go. Lovely. Okay, just keep using girders for now. Thank you. Thanks for that, arsehole. No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be fucking littering the place up with nether bricks here. I'll climb back up. I really don't want to be destroying this landscape too much. I want to try and preserve it as much as possible. And there we are. This cave here is where we're going to have our train station. So we're going to have... It's going to be like suspended over the water here. I'm thinking we'll hang it from the ceiling with chains rather than like propping it up with stilts or anything like that. Some interesting interesting stuff going on down there, which we might check out in future. But yeah. This is... Oh, is that... Oh, wow. Some really interesting terrain here. Some unusual blocks. But this is where the train line is going to end. You can see that the mining drill is just up there. So what I'm thinking is we can have a conveyor belt from there coming down into the cave. And it'll just be like a long conveyor down into the ground. And then it'll connect up to the railway station, which is going to be somewhere in this area. But this should now work. We should be able to call the train all the way here. And just a reminder, the train is coming from here. It's about here. So it's going to go into the Nether tunnel. It's going to do all of this section here in the Nether. Then it's going to come out just under this hill here, cross this bridge, and come to where we are now. And it's going to take quite a while for it to travel that far, but if we hang around for a minute, We should soon see it appear. It will clip through the walls quite a bit because we haven't yet built this wide enough for the train. It needs to be 5 by 5, but here it is. Here it comes. There's our train. Less than 100 blocks to go to reach the iron mine. I'd say that's a pretty successful job so far. I'm happy. I'm pleased with it. I'm excited. It's good. It's well, it's everything I was expecting, really. Not done yet though. There's still a lot of work to do. So we're going to head back to base. We're going to take this back to base. In fact, no, we'll not take this back to base. We'll head back to base via the waystone, and then we can call that back. There we go. 106 meters. So once the train station has been built, I'm hoping that it'll line up so that we can just have a single straight conveyor belt all the way down into the train station from the mining drill. We might need to... It might not quite line up. We'll see when we start putting it together. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's so many holes in the ground here. But here's the iron mining drill. So if we teleport back to base now... And actually we can teleport to the rail yard. I'm going to call the train to the rail yard because I think it might be a good idea to disassemble it and add a third seat so that we can actually ride in it when it goes through the Nether. Have I got a train station on me? I do. Good. We'll stick it there and call the train. Now this will take quite a while because it's now got to come all the way back through that Nether tunnel. But we'll just wait patiently for it to arrive. God, I'm looking pale. I'm always looking pale, but it doesn't help when it gets to this time of year. The sunlight outside is very sparse, so the only light in the room is from my LEDs, which are not very warm colours. So it just makes me look even more pale than I do in real life, which is quite pale. Come on, where's this train? It's not here. Oh. Have I? Telescope, telescope. No. Oh, I thought I saw it. God, this is slow. This is, like, really slow. Loving the stream as usual. Thank you, Dagger. I thought, considering that it was travelling through the Nether, it'd be a bit faster, because I think it might have got stuck somewhere. I do think it's probably gotten stuck, because there's no way it would have taken this long, realistically. I'm going to go and investigate. I should make a little pump trolley, you know, a little one of those little hand carts for the train track, so that we can chase down any missing trains. But yeah, it should have come through by now. Something's definitely gone wrong. I can hide the waystone at the waypoint for the iron mine now, by the way. Hey Saul, how are you? I'm good, Stormtrooper. How are you doing? How have you been? What? Wait. It's there? What the hell? The train's there. Why is it there? I know why it's there. Okay. It's because the train station... Okay. It's because that train station hasn't been renamed, it's just called train station. If you have two train stations with the same name, it'll go to whichever one's closer. So if you want to make like if you want to make a train station with like two platforms or whatever, it'll either go to whichever platform's free. Sorry, I'm tripping over my tongue. It'll either go to whichever platform's free or whichever platform's closest if both of them are free. So what's clearly happened here is it's come to this train station because it's got the same name as the one that I just placed down. So we need to call this factory. Right. Now if we go to the rail yard, we should be able to call it again. I've been alright since Friday. I turned 23. Nice one. Happy birthday. Happy late birthday, Stormtrooper. Hope you had a good day. Take me to floor... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, we do need to be... No. Take me downstairs. I guess it doesn't really make a difference. I'm 23, feel about 50, says Tom O'Connor. I feel that, Tom, I feel that. 26 going on 60. I know the feeling. Thank you, I had a wonderful day. I'm glad to hear it, Stormtrooper, glad to hear it. Okay, so now, if we summon the train again, it should actually come to this station now. Now, the train will just appear out of nowhere because of the render distance for entities. There it is. But it's coming in. I think I definitely need to adjust the speed on it. I think the train is moving a bit slower than it really ought to be. But here it is. Okay, let's set the speed to... Well, the speed's on half. We'll keep it at half. What we need to do as well is we need to make sure that every track here has a train station on it, so that we can easily, excuse me, so that we can easily call the trains to whichever sidings they need to go to. Obviously, only these two sidings are long enough for a full train. This one's only long enough for an individual loco or an individual carriage. This one might fit one or two wagons in it, but again, not quite a full train. They take up a lot of space. You don't realise how much space they take up until you actually start building them, you know? Seeing it there though, that is really cool. Like seeing the rail yard with the train just sat there in one of the sidings, that's really cool. I'm very, very happy with this, honestly. I've really enjoyed the train project, the rail project that we've been doing for these last few streams. There's still a lot more to do, obviously. A lot more rail tunnels and a lot more track to be laid, but it's coming along really nicely. I wonder if I might try and get some good screenshots that we could use for potentially for thumbnails in future. It's so cool though. It really is. Okay, we'll keep going till 1:30. I don't think I'm going to go till 6 o'clock now. But I think we'll go till at least 1:30 and see how we're feeling. I'm not going to undertake any more big infrastructure projects right now. We'll just do some general maintenance, just tidying things up and stuff like that. In fact, a good place to start would be to make some more train stations. We've got 4 platforms here, well, 4 tracks here at this rail yard, so we'll make 3 more train stations. And I believe that it's just train casing and a compass. There we go, we'll make 2 compasses. Brass casing plus sturdy sheets, right, for train casing. We do have a lot of obsidian, so what I'm going to do... We're going to be making a lot more trains in future, so I'm just going to go ahead and grind all of this obsidian and get as much dust as we can. How's the base coming along? Very well, Draydog, very well. As you can see. But, you know, the better the base, the worse the lag. That's how it goes. So we've got 49 blocks of obsidian there. I'm going to grind them down. We should get about half of them back. And obviously we'll get plenty of powdered obsidian as well, which we can make into sturdy sheets that can be made into train casings. And then we can make more trains. It does them 16 at a time by the looks of it. Is it finished? There's still some particles appearing, so I'm not sure. There we go. We got 39 back, and we got 49 powdered obsidian. That is enough for a lot of train casings, let me tell you. This is another thing that we should probably automate at some point. In fact, we haven't actually hooked up the rest of the casing farms. That's something for next time. There's quite a few bits and pieces that we need to do next time. Buckets. Where's buckets? 7 buckets. That'll do. But yeah, like I say, there's going to be a lot more trains coming. Like, I've got a lot more projects planned with trains. Like, I want to build more trains, I want to build more carriages, obviously quite a lot more track as well. Okay, there we go. We got 14 unprocessed obsidian sheets, which is going to be another 14 train casings, essentially. Takes a minute to actually get them all pressed, obviously. Whoops. Hi, Grow Garden. How you doing? Boy or girl? I'm a trans woman, if that's what you're asking. Okay, there we go. 14 processed sheets. Oh, this copy-paste gadget is almost fully charged, by the way. We'll swap it out and put this one on for to charge. 896k. Lovely. Right. Train casing. Another train casing. Where's my wrench? Combine those with compasses. And we got some train stations. Lovely jubbly. Sad, says Grow Garden. What's sad about it? I'm not sad. I'm quite happy. Okay. So this is the factory. The other stations have to have their own names. And again, if there's two with the same name, the train will go to either whichever's closest or whichever's empty. Where's the... There we go. Are you on moans, says Isla? I'm not on hormones, Isla, no. Okay, let's have a... I was going to say let's have a quick sleep, but apparently an Enderman has seen me and taken a fancy. Oh, coarse dirt. Lovely. You get on them, it's life-changing. I will when I'm ready. I will when I'm ready. Okay. Right. Train stations. Let's put some down. Let's pop one here. And just whistle the train to it, just to make sure that it's in the right place. I think the train's already here, isn't it? Let's back it up just a bit, just to be absolutely sure. Yeah, so we could move it forward a block, actually. To there. Okay, keep doors closed. Perfect. And we will call this rail yard. We'll just call it rail yard. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And if we call this one the same name, because the siding is the same length. Okay. So what happens now is, if we have 2 trains, if we have instructions to tell the train to go to rail yard, it'll automatically go into this siding because this one's free. And obviously, if this one was occupied, it'd go into the other one if it was free. Now, I am going to put a relief siding in. Well, not a relief siding, just a loco siding, let's call it, or a carriage siding. No, I think these are more like carriage sidings because of the size of them. Let's call this rail yard carriage sidings. There we go. And then we'll call this rail yard loco siding. There we go. And then the last siding over here, we will call this the relief siding. There we go. So the relief siding, I think, like I say, can probably fit 2 carriages in it, although one of them... 2 wagons in it, although one of them will be on the actual curve. The loco siding is just long enough for an engine itself, or 1 individual wagon. But then the carriage sidings, those are long enough to accommodate at least a 3-car train with the length of the cars that we're using. If we ever get to the stage where we need longer trains, we can always put in longer sidings and stuff like that, but I think that'll be fine for now. We should also maybe look into putting down some signals. Definitely, if we want to run multiple trains, we will need signals so that there's no collisions or anything like that. Right now, though, with us only having the 1 train, I don't think it's that important to focus on signals. But it's definitely something that we'll have to look into in future. With that being said, though, I think we're going to wrap things up now. I think I'm going to start to bring this stream to a close, because we've done quite a lot. Hi, Moo Boy. Sorry you've joined at a bad time. We're just about to finish up, but hello. Yeah, I think we've done enough today. I'm quite happy with what we've achieved. Let's just go take a quick look at what we have done before we finish. So actually, I might stay a bit longer because I kind of want to get this tunnel built. I want to clean this up and make it into a proper tunnel. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll stay on a bit longer, and I'll do that tunnel. Okay, first things first. Let's dump some of this shit that we got from the Nether that we don't want right now. There's so much useless crap. That's completely okay. Whenever you feel ready to end, you should. I don't mind going for a bit longer. Those can go. Yep, go. Sand, that can go away. Bones, bows, arrows, all of that can go away. Calcite, cobblestone, deep slate, blackstone. The netherrack, obviously, we don't need that right now. Emeralds, yeah, all of this. The train coupler. That'll do. That'll at least clean up our inventory a little bit. Okay. Now, we need a block that we've got quite a lot of. And it's got to be a rock. It's got to be a stone of some kind. What about Ochrum? We've only got 48 of that. What about Scoria? We've only got 4 of that. What about Scorchia? We have none of that. Granite? We got bare granite. We got stacks, and we got literally stacks of granite. Look at all this granite. Okay, we'll make it out of granite. We've got a stone cutter in our bag, so we can just cut it on the fly as we go. But we're essentially going to do the same thing that we've done on the other tunnel, which you can't see very well from here. We're going to basically do the same thing, but with granite for this one. So I'm going to start by taking down the sides. I'm going to basically hollow out an extra block around the current tunnel, which we're then going to fill back in with granite. What's interesting about this one, though, is that we don't actually want a tunnel the whole way through. We want kind of like a cut-in and then a small tunnel section. I don't want to have a tunnel with nothing over it, you know what I mean? I don't want to be putting a roof on the area of the tunnel that isn't under the actual dirt. It's going to be so pretty. Thank you, Moo Boy. Hopefully. We did a pretty good job with the last tunnel. I do really love how the other tunnel entrance looks. Oh, that's because I've got a shitload of granite in my bag, isn't it? In my inventory. Sorry. Now it's in my bag. Okay, this tree's gonna have to go, please. Pick up all this cobblestone. And then take this up another 2 blocks. Okay, looking good so far. That's one side. Okay, let's throw some granite in the stone cutter and see what we can make. Those granite bricks, those look pretty cool. Let's oh, we can make cut granite bricks as well. The cut ones might look a bit nicer. Let's just make a few of each. Because I think there could be some texture in here. This could be a really perfect opportunity to do some texturing. Okay, so these are granite bricks. It's getting dark. I'll sleep in a second. Okay, those are the granite bricks. And these are the cut granite bricks. The cut granite bricks are from Create. The regular granite bricks are from Blocks You Need. But like I say, I'm thinking this could be a good opportunity for some texturing. Now, the question is what to use as the main texture. Do we want to have cut granite with some regular granite mixed in? Which would look something like this. Hold on. Let me make a little bit more just to test it. Okay, so this is cut granite with regular granite mixed in. That's option 1. Option 2 is to have regular granite with the cut granite mixed in. Let's see how that would look. Okay, so straight away I'm thinking this looks better. This looks more natural to me. With the cut granite, the regular granite sticks out a little bit too much, but with the regular granite wall, the cut granite mixes in quite nicely with it. I think we'll go with that. I think that's going to be a really nice texture, I think. So we'll make it out of regular granite bricks. And then we'll mix in a few of these cut ones, and it's going to look really good. Definitely, I agree. Thank you, Moomoy. There's also another brick type, which is these granite tiles. We could mix a couple of those in as well, because they've got a really similar texture, but with squares instead. A couple of those mixed in too, that could make for some interesting texturing. No, sorry. We'll see. We'll see about that one. But definitely the cut granite will mix in. So, let's make a few stacks of this then. A few stacks of granite bricks. Most of this granite, by the way, is what we dug out of the hill up there when we were building the space base, which we definitely need to get back to work on at some point soon, by the way. Oh yeah, we're going to need quite a bit of this. There we go. I will use the copy and paste gadget here to make this a little bit quicker. Where have I put my copy and paste gadget? Is it in my... I can't see it in my bag. Did I accidentally put it into the storage vault? I think I might have. I did. Okay, whoops. Okay, switch to copy. Right, click there. Run along to the other end. Click there, and then paste. And then we got to run all the way back along to the other end again to paste. Oh, we've run out. Okay, there we go. And then all we need to do is trim this back a little bit here, like so. We'll tidy it up after, but that looks good. I quite like that. I like the texture. Again, we could leave this actually as a retaining wall. It doesn't look that bad. We could always put like an access ladder or something up the side, or maybe an access door in case you need to actually get to the track. But this seems to fit quite well here. I don't know if we'll keep that tree or not, because it's a bit awkward there. I'll think about it. But then I'm going to copy and paste that whole thing and just stick it onto the other side. Oh, looks like it missed a little bit here. This side, though, we're going to have something different because the hill's a lot steeper here. But the tunnel can't come out too far because of this curve, so it might just have to have a straight wall there. I'm not sure yet. Not sure how we're going to handle that. Looks very cool. Thank you, Moo Boy. We'll do the other side, then we'll do the top, and I think then we'll probably leave it there for today. Oh, hold on. I need to make more of these, don't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if that's enough. Ooh, just enough. Nice. Okay, so that's the other side done. Oh yeah, you can see here where the curve is. You see here where the curve is a bit too close to the wall there. Maybe a bit of landscaping will fix that though. A little bit of terraforming. I mean, it looks better already. It definitely still needs a lot of work before it's finished, but I might just fill this sand in here. And then the tunnel section, obviously, is underneath here. Defo a lot faster than having to build it by single bricks. Very true, Morgan. The copy and paste gadget, very, very helpful. Obviously, you do need to have the actual items. It doesn't, like, just place infinitely. It's not like being in creative mode. But it just saves you the time of having to place them one by one, which is very handy. Okay, then the top section here, I am gonna keep it simple for now. We'll just build like this, copy, and paste. How do I get Create on PC, says IDK. You will need CurseForge is the best place to access the Create mod. There's lots of mod packs that have it if you don't want to put together a custom mod pack. But if you want just the mod on its own, then obviously you can do that as well. But yeah, CurseForge is the best option. If you want to play my mod pack, the one that I'm playing right now, I recommend joining the Discord server, and if in the Minecraft channel you'll find a link to this pack. Okay, let me try this time. Okay, it doesn't want to place where I want it to place right now, unfortunately. Tell you what, let's try it this way instead. Wow, it's a good job we had a lot of granite, because this has taken a lot of granite. What's the Discord? There's a link in my bio if you want to join the Discord server. It's the best place to just, you know, keep up to date with when I stream and stuff like that, and there's different channels for all of the different games that I play. So if you want to know more about a specific game, then you can look in the channel for that game. Right, I don't know why, but it doesn't want to let me place this in the gap here. There we go, thank you. Piss off. There we go, the top is sealed. Okay, I'm just going to go to sleep real quick. Okay, it's looking good. Like I say, still needs some work. I'm not gonna do any more on it today, but it still needs some tweaking, definitely. Hey, Chicago, District Chicago. You on till 9? We're not. We're on for just a few more minutes. We're about to finish up, actually. I'm thinking for the actual entrance to the tunnel, though, we'll stagger it a bit like this. And if we put some vertical stairs... Oh, no! Vertical slopes. I've got some. Oh, no, I don't. Hold on, there's one thing that I want to do really quick, because it's going to look so cool. Do you prefer female pronouns? I do, District Chicago, yes. I prefer she and her. Hey, Taverse on Twitch, by the way. E.g. Hun, etc. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? I honestly don't mind, to be honest. When it comes to, like, terms of endearment, as it were. You know, Hun, love, duck. I'm a bit funny about babe, unless you, like, know me personally, which obviously you don't. But, you know, I'm a northerner, I'm from Yorkshire, we call each other duck all the time, so that's a good one to use if you're unsure. Slopes, I was going to look for slopes. Or, nope, I was going to carve some slopes. Oh, I could have just done that in my backpack without having to actually go anywhere. Okay. The guy I'm on for is from Yorkshire. Nice one, District Chicago. Thanks for the heartbeat, by the way, Dre Dog. Yeah, like I say, up in Yorkshire, duck is a very common term of endearment up here. I use it quite a lot. I'm just realising we could have used slopes for the entrance to that tunnel as well, and I might actually go back and add those in at some point. Oh, that one's... Now look at that. Now that I like that. I like how the texture has those little smaller bricks in the middle as well. That suits really well. Now that's a tunnel entrance. That is good. I might take it back a block further. Or maybe... Yeah, that kind of works. And if I put another one at the other side as well. Duck. Yeah, duck. Duck as in D-U-C-K. As in the animal. Very, very common term of endearment in Yorkshire. And, you know, in the north generally as well. Not just Yorkshire. Okay, that's it. That's good. That's really good. It's reminding me of like a box girder bridge. Or not a box girder bridge. One of those concrete block bridges where like basically you just put a giant concrete block and then you put the bridge at an angle over it. It kind of gives me that vibe. I like it. I do like it. I still think it could go back a block further though, because there's a bit of empty space here. Or we could terraform this and just pop down a couple of blocks there. That might help as well. Yeah, I think that'll do it. I'm happy with that. I might even make the ceiling out of a different block, just so that it's, distinct from the walls. But that's cool. I really love that. What I want to quickly try is doing some slopes at the entrance here. I want to see how this looks. I'm curious. Oh wait, I've accidentally made vertical ones there. Yeah, I'm curious as to how this is going to look. If it doesn't look good, then we don't have to use it. I feel like that texture doesn't work as well sideways as it does on the top there. And also obviously the wall is way too steep there, so we're gonna fix that. What we could try doing is some of these. That gives us a bit of a shallower angle. A couple more. Oh, that's better. That has potential, and also the texture. The texture's different there. On this one, it puts in these tiny blocks, but on this one, they're a bit wider. That works. I really think that works. Obviously, the wall is probably going to be a bit further back. But that, I think we can definitely work with that. What version's your mod pack, says IDK? We're on Minecraft 1.20, I believe. I'm just going to do the same on the other side, just to see how it looks with both sides done. Hi, Flynn Donaghy, how are you doing? Okay, yeah. Now that's something special. That's good. I like that a lot. Still needs work. There's obviously trees growing over the sides and stuff like that, but wow. That looks really cool. Because what I'm thinking is, that tunnel over there, we've kind of gone for an older look, you know, like an older cobblestone tunnel. Oh, it's made of stone bricks, but you know, that's kind of the look that it gives. This one, I'm thinking we go for something more modern looking. It looks a lot more... This looks a lot more modern to me, and I like it. I'm very happy with it. We'll do the same at the other side as well, or some version of this. This mod, by the way, Copycats Plus, which is an extension for Create. What a great mod. What a great mod. Not only does it let you do slopes, it lets you do vertical stairs. It lets you do all kinds of other copycat blocks. You can do slabs, you can do doors, you can do trapdoors. And you can make these look like any block that you want. You just click on it with the block and it applies that texture. So if you want to make a door that blends in with its surroundings and looks like it's, you know, if you want to make a completely invisible door, you can like make a door out of stone, but it's like using actual blocks of stone. There's all sorts of really cool stuff that you can do with it. And obviously in the base we've used it quite a lot for a lot of decorative elements. You're going to get me back into my Minecraft phase, says the Moo Boy. You should get back into it, Moo Boy. Go for it. I'm back. How you doing, Taro Fox? If you don't mind me asking, how long have you been trans, says Flynn Donny. For about 4 years. About 4 years, Flynn. But yeah, the elevator here, for example, the lift, this is almost entirely made of copycat blocks. We got copycat slabs, we got copycat vertical steps, which are like a quarter of a block. We got copycat panels disguised as glass here. Even the doors, I've used ornate metal on a copycat folding door, which, you know, it gives the impression of, you know, like really old lifts had those like lattice sliding doors. It gives off that kind of effect, which I think is really cool. But yeah, I've done so much stuff with the copycat blocks in this mod. Really, really recommend using copycats. It's just so cool. Such a cool mod. But with that, I think we are going to have to end the stream. I'm very happy with what we've done today, but it is 6 o'clock, so we're going to wrap things up. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. All in all, we've started building our Nether tunnel. We've started building a regular tunnel over there, which from here, just look at that. Look at that slope. That just looks so good. I'm beyond happy with what we've done today. Obviously, still a lot more to do. We'll probably continue with this in the next stream. We'll continue working on the rail network, building the tunnel and connecting it all up to the iron mine over in the distance there. But yeah, very happy with what we've done today. That is where the Minecraft section of the stream is going to end. So if you want to stick around for the wrap-up, please do. But that is the end of the gaming portion of the stream for today. You deserve a good rest. Thank you, Moo Boy. Thank you very much, Dagger. Thank you as well for joining. Once we get out of the game, which might take a minute, there we go. Okay. I'm going to pop the chat back in. That's it. Now, big camera, please. And wow, that's blue. Very blue. Hold on. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining, everyone. Good stream. Very good stream. We actually only managed to net 1 follower today, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Like I said earlier, I'm thinking for future streams, I'm going to start experimenting with the time a little bit, like starting a bit earlier on some days, just to see if that helps to get any more views or, follows and stuff like that. I'm not going to say that it's all about getting views and follows, but, when I've been doing a stream for 3.5 hours and we got a total of 1 new follower, it is a little bit disheartening, so... Like I say, in future streams, we'll try and play with the timings a little bit, start a bit earlier, maybe do longer streams and stuff like that, and hopefully we might get a few more followers next time. Thank you for following IDK just now, by the way. That is very much appreciated. The next stream is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'm playing Euro Truck. Shock horror, I know. It's not my week for Euro Truck this week, but next Tuesday I have got some people coming to fit a new carpet in my hallway, so I won't be able to stream next Tuesday. So we're going to do Euro Truck tomorrow instead. You're getting a bonus Euro Truck stream this week to make up for not having one next week. So come along tomorrow. Same as usual, I'll start early again. I'll aim to start at 2 o'clock again, so 2 till 6. Ideally, is what we'll be doing. The Euro Truck streams normally do quite well, so hopefully that one will go down quite well as well. You enjoy the good company of others? I do, Moo Boy. Thank you very much. There's been some good company today, some good conversations, so thank you very much, everyone who has joined. It has been a wonderful time. I finished Cadets at 6. I'm sorry about that, IDK. I stream quite frequently, so what days do you do Cadets? I always stream the same games on the same days, so you might end up missing a certain day of the week if you go on a certain day. Before Tuesdays, that unfortunately means you will miss Euro Truck. Unless we do any special one-off streams. But I do stream on most other days of the week as well. This week we are going to be doing Farming Sim on Friday, and on Sunday we're finally going to be starting Oddworld Soulstorm, which I'm very much looking forward to. But yeah, I stream like 3 or 4 times a week usually, so if you have to miss out on Tuesdays, don't worry, there'll be plenty of stuff on the other days as well. But yeah, so there's going to be Euro Truck tomorrow. Then the next stream after that's going to be on Friday. I've also got a video coming soon. Very, very important video to me personally, which I've put quite a lot of time and effort into. That's going to be going live on Wednesday, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And obviously, if you haven't already, please do follow on TikTok, and then you'll be able to actually see those videos when they get posted. If you've liked what you've seen today, then follow, subscribe on whichever platform you're watching, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. It's very much appreciated wherever you choose to join me. Do also consider joining the Discord server if you want to chat to me outside of the live streams, get notified when I post and stream, and, just generally chat. Then do consider joining that. And last but not least, if you would like to support me financially, please do consider checking out the Patreon. Huge shout out to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Dan, Amy, and Marika. Thank you all so very... Oh, I've gone yellow now. Thank you all very much, everyone, for supporting me over there. It's very, very much appreciated. If you want to get your name on this board, check out the link in my bio. It'll take you through to my Patreon. It costs £1 a month, which works out to about £1.20 after tax. I don't know what it is in other currencies, I'm sorry. But, you know, like $1 or something maybe in US currency. But that's how much it costs. It's charged monthly. You get access to behind the scenes content, including early access videos, outtakes. Sometimes I do like making of videos and stuff like that. And you'll be supporting me in what I do here on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch as well. So thank you once again to my current Patreon supporters, Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Dan, Amy, and Marika. And if you want to get your name on the board, please do consider checking out my Patreon. Thanks, guys. And with that, we are going to end the stream. So thank you all once again. I do hope you've enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow for some Euro Truck Simulator. I've had a great time today. It's been a fun stream. But I am going to go and enjoy my evening now and relax for a few hours before bed. So thank you and good night. Bye-bye.